What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another video. In my last video, I mentioned that I picked up gold half sovereign to add to the collection, and I finally received the coin, so I thought I'd do a video about it. If you guys are into things like gold, silver, investing, passive income, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, check out my website. It's in the description below. My Road to Wealth and Freedom. I just published a passive income report for last month there, February. Go and check that out. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and consult with a financial advisor before making any investment decisions like buying gold, silver, or following any of the strategies I discuss on this YouTube channel. It's for entertainment purposes only. So yeah, guys, here it is. This is a 1914 Choice BU, roughly an MS64 half sovereign. So I purchased it before gold had that the big run up. So yeah, it's my first sovereign or half sovereign, shall I say? I really like the design and yeah, it's not as small as what I thought it would be. It's roughly the size of a dime, US or Canadian dime. Um, and it's a little over a 10th ounce of gold. This is a 22 karat gold coin. And in 1914, there was a bunch of them minted. I forget offhand exactly how many. Um, Maybe like 8 million or something like that. Uh, so it's not like it's a rare year or anything like that. Let me just pull up some of the stats here. Oh yeah, so 1914, there's a little over 7.25 million made, and yeah, so it's basically the most common or the most minted of the George V. Um, yeah, so check that out. I'll flip it over. I'll show you. There's King George V, monarch at the time. And what's really interesting is I have it here with some other coins of that sort of era. Um, Here is a 1911 quarter eagle. This one here is not a mint example. This is actually roughly an EF plus type example. It's still a really beautiful coin, smaller uh, than the sovereign, but a similar size gold coin. Here is a Russian 5 ruble coin. So 0.1245. The sovereign is 0.1176. And they're similar size. The ruble is smaller in diameter than the sovereign, but thicker. So if I flip them over, there you go. The grand is, are they both like grandsons of Queen Victoria, George V, and Tsar Nikolai II. So yeah, you can sort of see the difference in sizes anyway. And here's just this is a VF EF type example of a 10 ruble. I like my old European gold. I just really find it's like a really fascinating time. Pre World War One gold is just really interesting. It's just a crazy time. Here is Kaiser Wilhelm II. So and just for the hell of it, I pulled out my good old French rooster. It's a 1910. And this is an uncirculated example of BU. I picked this up from ATMEX a couple years back. It's an all right little coin. I like pulling out the loop. So yeah, that's kind of what we got to kind of compare. I'll put this kind of under the loop as well. and flip it over. This is a lot harder than it looks, folks. Yeah, so this is a nice, a really great example of some old gold. Um, and, half sovereigns are fairly common. Um, Not so much in like the higher grades. I mean, these are very common coins. Millions were produced. Same with full sovereigns and that. But anytime you can get a really good uncirculated old gold piece, um, it's it's really good. You know what? It's something that will kind of hold its value like with the precious metal content, but it would also holds a little bit of numismatic value for the collectors of gold coins and stuff like that. They like nice gem mint type examples, um, if possible. So yeah, just some comments on these sovereigns. Yeah, I would say they're a really cool sort of the front sort of image of the a warrior riding a horse, slaying a dragon. I think this has not the spear. Yeah, this has a sword. So it's almost like a Roman warrior. You see this cape in the back flowing and, on horseback. Now, it's a really iconic, really cool design, but it's surprisingly not as detailed as some of the other gold coins that I've shown you. For example, this, take a look at the German. This is a 20 mark coin, but you can see the Prussian eagle on the front, all that fine detail. Um, Not as much on the sovereigns. It is an iconic design. There's no question about that, but just less ornate maybe than say here's a here's the Russian 10 ruble. That's kind of like I don't know if they're chickens or what sort of animal it is on the front of that, but it's like the Romanov like coat of arms or something like that. You see those also on like some of the Austrian coins and stuff. um, Very, very detailed, intricate designs. Not as much with the sovereign. There's um, lots of like, I guess it's just not super detailed, or not as detailed. Then on the back, I mean, the obverse of the coin depicting, the king's effigy, along with the inscriptions all the way around. That's a fairly like all of these coins basically have that, the name of the monarch, that type of thing. But yeah, just something interesting. So my first sovereign, or half sovereign shall I say, I would like to get the full Monty, the full sovereign. And um and yeah, maybe I'll save up a little bit more and get that. They're not, it's too difficult to find in uncirculated condition, which I just like. It's just nice to have some nice uncirculated coins. But the other thing that I've been kind of looking into picking up as well, um, another one of these. This is a 40 franc from the reign of Napoleon Bonaparte. And this is the year 11. It's the first year that these coins were minted. And just a beautiful coin. Really like spectacular. About the size of roughly a 50-cent piece. A small example of a 50-cent piece. Maybe a Canadian 50 cent. Or not as big as a US 50-cent coin maybe. But these are really great coins as well. Really tough to find in this kind of condition, but not unheard of. And I was looking to pick up. I just like the detail in this in the hair and that. I'm not sure if that's really doing it justice here. Um, it's hard because it's sort of in the case, and the case is reflecting as well. But yeah, I wanted a really nice detailed Napoleon Bonaparte coin, and this one fit the bill. It's a AU 58, and uncirculated examples go for much, much more. But I was happy to get this, and I'd like to get the following year, year 12, 13, or 14. Any one of those will do, and if I could get it in an AU or better for a good price, I'm kind of game. I like all this old historical gold. It's something that it's not like it's not really something that you would like stack, because you are paying a bit of a premium, especially for a graded coin like this and any sort of coin of historical significance. But I kind of lucked out with this coin. I bought it, and unbeknownst to me at the time, there was a movie or a show about Napoleon, and now that's kind of reignited some interest in these old Napoleonic coins, and that's probably added a little bit of their value. Kind of like I noticed in the UK, there was this show. I forget the name of it. It's about like the old. Um, oh, what is it called? Anglo-Saxon kings and stuff like that. And so a lot of those coins, a lot of those old coins, um, kind of started to soar in value, as well as it's kind of a supply demand thing too. But whatever's kind of hot at the moment, so I'm not really sure. I did pay a pretty penny for this coin, and but I knew at the time it's something that would likely hold its value, and always be of interest. And that's the thing. When I try to buy coins, I'll just say my little piece here on coins. You know, if when you're buying coins, you want to buy the best possible coin for your particular price point. And if you're looking at it as something that will, I don't really want to say, it's hard to say like a coins are like a true investment, because ultimately you're just betting straight on the price appreciation. And you're betting that if you buy a coin for $1,000, you'll be able to sell it and get more money down the road. Um, and that depends on oftentimes finding the right buyer for that specific coin, right? Not everybody's in the market for an old Napoleon coin or whatever, right? So you typically want to stick to things that are have enough of a market that there's going to be some demand there and some interest. And I mean, the other thing is oftentimes, like as a collector, like when somebody, a collector, may want to sell, it may not be in a real opportune time in the coin market. Like everything kind of moves in cycles, so I will just kind of say that it's not as clear cut as simply like and buying an old like gold coin, and away we go. A lot of these coins here were mass produced. They were money at the time, so there's lots of them around. They do have some collector interest, but none of them are like super rare. Um, Mainly, their main sort of value lay in the fact that they are gold, right? It's just the value of the metal. That's why pricing for most of these, most of the time, is just simply the bullion price. It's essentially what they're being bought and sold for. So the melt value. So that's what kind of makes them a bit more affordable and interesting to kind of get into this type of stuff. There are rare sovereigns, there are rare like dates and stuff like that, mint marks and that type of thing. But generally speaking, they're very common, and they don't really have that as much like numismatic value to like the collector. So yeah, that's basically what I had to say about that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like it, subscribe to my channel. Be sure to go over, check out my website, My Road to Wealth and Freedom. I got a lot of coin articles there, rare American coins, rare Canadian coins, the best gold bullion to buy and silver bullion. Go check that out. I much appreciate it and take care.